What up, peeps? What up? I want to run through this video as quick as possible, all right? So we're looking at the POB, and it says, which of the following types of business environment is most typical of the Commonwealth Caribbean? And that would be mixed. As I said, guys, I'm going through this as quick as possible. Which of the following is not a function of money? And that's indivisibility. Number 3 says, a major function of the public sector is to A, make a profit, serve the entire population, serve the interests of the shareholder, or D, inspire competition the entire population. Think about police, teachers, nurses, all of those, all right? Not, their aim is not to make a profit. Number 4 says, the legal responsibility of a sole proprietor to pay any money owed by the business is described as, is it risk, insurance, limited liability, or unlimited liability? And that is D. Let's move on to number 5. Private enterprise is run mainly to A, create profit, reduce inflation, B, distribute goods and services, C, D, provide goods for more people. We provide jobs for more people, and that is to create profit. Private sector is all about creating profit, my friends. Number 6, selecting the objectives and procedures for achieving goals is referred as planning, organizing, controlling, or motivating. And that is planning. That's A. Let's move on to number 7. Hit the like button if you're just joining, even for the playback you watch. And guys, please ensure that you check out my other videos on this subject. All right. What's happening now? What the hell is happening? I don't even understand. The small it up. All right, so 7 said refer to the following diagram related to the structure of an organization. So X CEO, sales manager, higher purchase, human resource supervisor, production. Let's see them answer first. Yeah. It says, which of the following position would best suited at X? Just pick it up again. So X would be at top of the CEO, and that would be the board of directors. Right? So the board of directors is above the CEO. Let's move on to number 8. I want to pick it up by one person to be able to read. Which of the following action best describe an Arterian leader? Autonomy, willing to take suggestion, allowing workers to plan their own work, making decisions without consultation. So we're gonna go no further. Once you make decision without consultation, them that. Which of the following action demonstrate the characteristics of a good leader? 1, inspire workers. 2, delegates responsibility. Yes, that's legit. Make intelligent decisions. So I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3, and that is D. So let's move on to number 10. If you're just joining, hit the like button. If you're watching the playback, hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, you know if you're already. I have to tell you that. Number 10, which of the following are benefits of written communication? 1, instant feedback. 2, provide evidence. 3, useful for detailed messages. All right, so which are the following benefits of written communication? All right, so the instant feedback, that's a no-no. Other 2 can go, so that's 2 and 3 only. So 10 would be C. Number 11, we go up to our new subscribers. Under which of the following categories would subsidize meals for employees fall? Is it A, fringe benefit, B, duty allowance, C, wages and salaries, D, workmen compensation? And that would be A, fringe benefit. All right. So let's move on to number 12. Which of the following is a regulatory issue for the entrepreneur? A, use a credit card to transact business. B, offer an higher purchase option to customers. C, pay national insurance to the government. D, advertising the insurance locally and regionally. And that would be C, paying the national insurance to the government. Let's move on to number 13. It says cash used to secure a loan at the bank is referred to as, and that would be collateral. Make sure you have a collateral so you can get your loan. Bank only lend to people who can afford it, right? Who don't need their money. So people with collateral, they will always get the loan. Let's move on to 14. The condensed version of the business plan is contained in the, is it the feasibility plan? B, the marketing plan? C, keynote summary? D, the executive summary? And that would be D, the executive summary. Hit the like button, guys. An analysis of the visibility of a business idea and an examination of the different aspects of operating a business is known as, is it A, business plan, B, market survey, C, feasibility study, or D, research proposal. And that would be the feasibility study. All right. So guys, remember, do not memorize the letter, but more the answer. All right. So go through it carefully. An entrepreneur may reduce his risk of loss by A, planning ahead, B, securing loans, sponsoring community projects, no, purchasing additional fixed asset, no, and that would be planning ahead. All right. It's always good to plan ahead. All right. Let's move on to 17. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. No, hit the like button. What am I going with, man? Item 17 refer to the following case. Melissa, a teenager, wanted to earn extra income, so she offered to wash cars for $10. Miss Hines brought her car to be washed. Melissa washed the car and Miss Hines paid her $15. What type of contract is demonstrated in the case above? Is it social, simple, business, or speciality? Wait, now record. Wait, let me talk. Guys, now pause this here. All right. Sorry about that. I'm at school. They don't know anything. All right. So the type of contract demonstrated in case above is, and we look at the scenario, $15, blah, blah, blah. And we are supposed to discuss the answer now. And that would be a simple contract. All right. We're going to move on to 18. A contract may be discharged by, is it breach, change of mind, inconsideration, or misappropriation? And that would be breach. Once a contract breach, which of the following factors prevents an agreement from being considered a valid contract? Is consideration, legal purpose, misrepresentation, offer, and acceptance. And that would be misrepresentation. Let's move on to 20. The monthly payments made to an insurance company by its policyholders are known as, is it deposits, premiums, installment, or any? I think this was the question that some persons were having problem with. And that would be premiums. All right, let's move on to 21. The following conditions would constitute a linkage between two industries. A, two firms manufacture similar goods. No. One firm shares the use of machinery with another firm. Two firms are responsible for the manufacture of different kinds of goods. D, the output of one industry of the economy, it becomes the input of that. And that would be D. All right, let's move on to 22. Hit the like button if you're just joining. If you're not a subscriber, do so now. All right, let's move on to 22. Which of the following types of capital is used for the day-to-day operations of a business? Is it the fixed, floating, working, or the nominal? And that would be the working. All right, so let's move on to 23. So which of the following industries does a firm involved in food processing belong? Is it service, extractive, construction, or the manufacturing? And that would be D, the manufacturing industry. All right, let's move on to 24. Here goes the bell. Which of the following results is least likely to occur from growth of an organization? Greater productivity, greater division of labor, increased communication, increased capital investment. Chatting not going away, so that will be increased communication. So 24 is C. Let's move on to 25. Productivity can be measured by, is it input over output, input over revenue, or revenue over output, or is it output over input? And that would be output over input. So 25 is D. Let's move on to 26. Go back now. Which of the following, hello, which of the following, remember what I tell you here? Let's continue to do what I tell you. All right. Which of the following businesses may best be classified as a cottage industry? A, Mary's Craft Supply located at home. B, J&M's Superstore located in a rural area. Peter and John's Company located in Jamaica. Or is it D, People Cooperative Bank located in Trinidad? Pick up yourself, sir, again. No, I record something from YouTube. So 26 could be A. It's a POB paper, you know? Put in working on, sir, again. The amount of labor available for productive activity is known as, is it employment, labor force, labor movement, or efficiency of labor? And that would be labor force. 28, the best medium of advertising, an era in which high vehicle traffic, never even know the word name, so vehicular traffic is posters, magazines, newspapers are point of sale. And that I'm thinking posters, magazine are gonna. All right, let's move on to 29. We're almost halfway there, guys. Let's go, let's go. The term loss leader is best described as a product which A has no real market value, B, the retailer is unable to locate, C, the retailer gives away to customers, or is it D, is sold cheaply to attract customers? And that is exactly what it is. It's sold cheaply to attract customers. All right, we're halfway there, guys. Hit the like button right about now. We're not deal with. Going on good so far. Product, price, promotion, and place are component of, is it the market study, the market mix, the market research, or is it the sales promotion? And that would be the marketing mix. So 30 is B. All right, let's move on to 31 when I can find it. A situation where a business gains editorial space without having to pay for it is called, is it publicity, marketing, advertising, or is it D, discounting? And that is publicity. All right, so let's move on to 32. Which of the following is or not a term of sale? Is it cash, credit, shares, hire purchase? This is another one that students are saying it could be hire purchase. It's actually shares. All right, let's move on to 33. Which of the following gives identity to a specific producer, goods, label, patent, brand, or is it a copyright? And 33 is C, the brand. All right, let's move on to 34. Which of the following factors is least likely to influence consumer behavior? Is it the product price, brand loyalty, quality of goods, and that would be the place of residence? That's the least likely to affect. Anyway, they buy a thing, right? Any. Which of the following documents shows ownership imported goods? A, bill of lading, B, import license, C, letter of credit, or is it D, bill of exchange? And that is A, bill lead. All right, let's move on to 36. John operates a shop in his community. He buys goods in bulk from a nearby supermarket and sells them in small quantities to his customers. John will be referred to as a retailer. All right, let's move on to 37. Investment can be defined as, is it A, the stock of goods of a country, B, the amount of money available at a given time, C, additions to the capital stock of country, or is it D, the amount of capital owned by the government? And the 37 is addition to the capital stock of a country. So that would make it C. Let's move on to 38. Logistic in business is defined as A, managing data from conception, production and storage to retrieval. B, using all systems to move an idea from the conception to production and then sale. Or is it C, formulating a business idea systematically, gathering data, then following through with production? Or is it D, managing resources from the point of acquisition, storage, and transportation in their final destination? And 38 is D. Hi, Miss Strong. Come disturb my video phone. Pause. No, of course. Because you come here and distract me. Welcome back, guys. That was one of my co-worker. We had a chat. All right, which of the following is the final step in the supply chain operation? And that will be D, delivering the finished product from the point of origin to the point of destination. That makes sense, right? Right to the destination. Let's go. 42. A global positioning system, which is a GPS, provides, is it A, firms with the capability to manage their inventories and reduce expenses, or is it B, personal applications, or is it C, saving options to firm by increasing efficiency? Bye, Miss John. Take care. We'll miss you. All right. Yeah. C, saving options to firm by increased efficiency of their management system, or is it D, simulation services to help designers avoid waste by creating models to assist manufacturers making business decisions? So 42. You know, and that kitchen I'm living. So 42 is B. Some people are singing, I had to put that. Oh, all right, let's move on to 43. Mr. Jones has several bills of fixed amounts to pay each month. Mr. Jones made an arrangement with his bank to make these monthly payments from his account. This service provided by the bank is referred to. Is it an overdraft, a fixed deposit, a standing order, or a letter of credit? And that is a standing order. All right, so fixed. So 43 is C. 44, which of the following forms of taxation can be classified as direct? Is it income tax, excess tax, excess duty, purchase tax, or is it custom duty? And that is the income tax, directly from your income. All right, so let's move on to 45. A debenture holder is one who is paid fixed rate of interest so the company makes profit. B, must be paid any amounts owing to him in the following here. B, C, as first claim to any profit and is paid a fixed rate of dividends. That's not it. And it would be D, is entitled to a fixed rate of interest whether or not the company makes a profit. All right, let's move on to 46. Almost there, guys. Let's go. Government offers subsidies business to A, increase the price of imported goods, B, increase costs and ultimately prices, C, reduce costs and ultimately prices, or D, force them to pay income tax, and that would be C, reduce costs and ultimate price. So that's why the government subsidizes stuff, right? One of the major functions of a central bank is to issue notes and coins, B, issue stocks and shares, C, accept deposit and account, make loans and advances. And 47 is A, issue notes and coins. So that's the central bank. 48, which of the following is not a source of income for an individual who engage in personal budget? A, salaries earned, B, loan repayment, C, interest from savings, or is it D, dividends from investment? And that is B, loan repayment. Let's move on to 49. Close to the end, guys, hit the like button. Back to the central bank. The central bank is owned and controlled by the government. All right, so the government owns that. Education contributes to economic growth by ensuring that the workforce is mobile, efficient, classified, or structured. And that would be efficient. We need an efficient workforce. All right, so that's what education is. 51, the success of a government economic policies can most effectively measured by A, an increase in the level of policies, B, an increase in the standard of living, C, an increase in the level of employment, or D, a decrease in the volume of production. And that would be B, an increase in the standard of living. We need that, we all need that. Let's move on to 52. Which of the following measures are used by government to redistribute income? A, custom duties and levies, B, consumption tax and tariffs, C, pay and national insurance, or D, excess duties and value added tax. And that would be pay and national insurance. Let's move on to 53. The buying and selling of goods and services among countries is called, this is the balance of trade, international trade, balance payments, and that would be international trade. International mean between countries. All right, so let's move on to 54. We are at the end, guys. Come on, let's go with the like button. Which of the following measures can be considered as incentive to industries? A, training employees, B, devaluing local currencies, C, increasing corporation tax, or is it D, increase insurance premium? And that is A, training employees. Let's move on to 55. The term economic dualism defines an economy in which one sector is A, highly dependent on the local capital, B, highly dependent on foreign capital, or is it C, overpopulated while the other is underpopulated, or is it D, technologically advanced while the other is technologically retarded? And that is D. I've done this on other papers, so guys, you need to check out those. All right, and look out for more videos coming. Which of the following measures are used to protect the environment? Is it recycling, deforestation, or is it water conservation? and that is 1 and 3. So 56 could be B. ARICOM is to A, allow member states to collaborate faster and inter-regional trade and common services. C, encourage the transfer of technology within the region. Or D, allow the unrestricted movement of persons among territories. And that is to foster inter-regional trade and common services. So that's the purpose of the main purpose of CARICOM. All right, we have come to the end now. Let's move on to 58. A price control may be defined as A, tax on goods and services, B, government ban on imports, C, grants imports for the state price, or is it D, government limit the price of goods and services. So price control is the government limit the price of goods or services. Let's move on to 59, which have the following: when increase would not contribute to the improved standard of living. I know people always ask me, all right, so just one moment, guys, just one moment. The persons who are always asking. All right, so 59, so which are the following: when increase would not contribute to the improved standard of living of country? Is it A, capital goods, B, disposable income, C, the country's population, or D, an investment in technology? And that would be the country's population. Let's move on to 60. We have to follow with organization. We settle a dispute among banana producing countries of the Caribbean and Central America over a preferential agreement with the European Union. And that would be A, the World Trade Organization, or the WTO. We have come to the end. Guys, give yourselves a round of applause. I will see you guys in another video. This is when I'm spending tomorrow, no doubt. Check out my next video, them come up peeps. Don't know the things.